and you're going to protect the paint. Watch the paint get pulled in. You see J-Dub in there, and now, look, that's a difficult shot. But from the corner, that's a simple fadeaway if you're looking at the top of the key. Catches it, knocks it down. Smooth jumper there, Mike.
Indiana's taken 13 shots, 9 of them three-pointers. Isaiah Joe just checks in. Hartenstein against Thomas Bryant, who's seeing his first minutes tonight. And Bryant quickly picks up the foul. Hartenstein to the free throw line.
This is the static dynamic if you're Mark, okay? Because Hartenstein as a screener, as a rebounder, and when he's aggressive, I love him offensively. But already he's given up 2 pick-and-pop threes on the other end to Miles Turner, who hurt them in the last game. So there's some decision-making that goes into that if you're the head coach.
Tonight's upcoming national TV schedule brought to you by Indeed. ESPN Tuesday, WNBA, the Sky and the Liberty from New York. ABC Wednesday, the final ships to Indianapolis. 8:30 Eastern time for tip-off. And then Friday, Game 4, same thing. Tip-off shortly after 8:30 in the 2-2-1-1-1 format here in these NBA Finals. Hartenstein misses the second. T.J. McConnell just in. McConnell, Mathurin, Bryant, and Toppin. 4 reserves out there with Haliburton. Holmgren back in. Obi Toppin, who had 5 3-pointers and some big ones in the fourth quarter, ties the game.
Hit to the body. Hit to the body. You're Chet Holmgren. He just hit 5 threes last game. He's in the corner ready for a catch and shoot.
Gilgeous-Alexander, the floater. Hartenstein keeps it alive. Haliburton fakes, strides, back up top, McConnell. Toppin aggressive, goes inside, blocked by Holmgren. Rejects it out of bounds, still Pacer ball. Excellent defensive play.
So this is the first minutes of the series where Mark Daigneault has gone double big, and he can do it because Obi and Bryant are on the floor. So what does the double big give you? Chet, we said we had to feel you at the rim tonight. Send that back, young son.
Ayun oh, ganda ng laban guys. Dikitan mga boss. Ang laban ha. Kaya shoutout so sa inyo mga boss ha. Salamat po sa mga nagabi ng League Pass guys. Pwede po kayong humabol mga boss. Shoutout ko lang guys yung mga nagpa-shoutout mga boss ha. Pwede pang humabol guys ha. Ayan, available po mga boss. May nagbigay ng 25. Salamat sa 25 pesos sa Charles sa ayan at happy birthday Shen Kalahi. Shen Kalahi, happy birthday daw Shen Kalahi. Ayan, salamat po sa inyo pong pag-suporta bossing ha. Shen Kalahi, salamat po.
Camera ko talaga.
Happy birthday to you Shen Kalahi. You have many birthdays, more to come. By the way guys, sa Canada at USA, hindi po yan gumagana hindi po gumagana. Gumagana yan mga boss, pero di nyo po mapapanood ang live mga boss dyan sa Canada at USA sa NBA League Pass kasi national broadcast guys. May national broadcast dyan mga boss. Replay lang mapapanood nyo mga boss ha. Kung gusto nyo pong mag-avail ng League Pass, replay na mapapanood nyo mga boss. Pero available po mga boss ha. Meron po akong 25 slots available mga boss. 25 slots available guys sa gustong mag-avail.
Asa yung mag-add ka? Okay lang.
It's time to get loud. Crank it up. I need it louder. This is Loud City. I said loud.
Let's take a look at tonight's Star Watch, brought to you by Amica. Doris.
Indiana has been the best shooting team in the playoffs. They lead in three-point percentage. They're 49% in the playoffs from the corners. If you are not there on the catch, if you are not up into the body, it's going to be a problem. Of the 18 threes they made in game one, 10 came from the corner. Richard, they got 3 already.
And corner threes are depth in this league.
Backcourt violation. Haliburton at left heel. Third turnover for Indiana.
And look, this is the pressure. We've already seen balls, but look at where they're picking up. That pickup point is forcing him to retreat to an uncomfortable spot. You rarely ever see a backcourt like that.
Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander. Isaiah Joe, three-pointer. They're now 3 from 8 from long distance. TJ McConnell pushing the pace, as he always does. Caruso right with him. Haliburton fires three-pointer. Bang! I owe him that one, so I had to do it early.
Haliburton
The
for
earliest bang in the history of the NBA Finals.
Apparently, as Joe, oh, what a move from Isaiah Joe! Haliburton surveys, now drives, spins, gets inside, pull up, jump shot, off the mark. Holmgren the rebound. Gilgeous-Alexander back out. Holmgren fakes, sidestep. The big man can knock down the three. Not, they say, a two-pointer. Foot was on the line. And a foul as Toppin went to the basket on the pass. Not the penalty yet.
And Isaiah Joe, it's about knowing your own scouting report. He's a three-point shooter. So what does he do? Cuts back door and gets that tough layup. And here, look, my therapist, Jack Burton, always said, hey, if you get going, get a layup. If you're coming off a bad game, get a layup first. That's what Chet did. Now he steps back. That three's a little bit easier.
Did you say you're a therapist?
They can't pay your therapist enough. TJ McConnell.
Yo, shout out to our 2,000 viewers.
Hard. Can't get at the ball. Well contested there from Caruso. Hartenstein, Isaiah Joe.
Isaiah Joe.
Joe can't get it. Just under a minute and a half to go. Bryant off the mark. By the way, the Pacers in game one, they had 9 different players hit a three-pointer. SGA gets in the paint, trying to get some contact, wouldn't go. McConnell with a rebound. Neesmith, catch, fire. Holmgren in traffic, got it poked away, but a foul. Thomas Bryant's going to be whistled for his second. Bryant, a mid-season trade. And an excellent game in the clincher in the conference final.
I mean, he's complaining about that.
He complained about his first one, and we had the best view. That was an easy foul call on his first one.
Be, yung hindi daw nakuha ng, ano to?
Final minute.
Yun na, deliver to. Magkano to?
SGA gets inside, kicks it out. Holmgren again lines it up again, knocks it down. 7 points for Holmgren. He had 6 total in game one. McConnell looking. Holmgren with him. Pulls up, shoots over the 7-footer. Can't get it to fall. Rebound Hartenstein. About a 5.5-second difference shot clock and game clock. Gilgeous-Alexander steps back. Three-pointer. Bryant deflects it. McConnell couldn't quite hold on.
But it's the double big lineup, Mike. They're just putting so much more pressure on.
OKC up
They
by
got
4, guys.
waxed
First
on the
quarter, we
glass
have
in game
15
one.
seconds
These double
remaining.
big
Let's go.
minutes have been good.
And this is what we talk about. I said once Chet gets that layup, if you come off a game where you struggle, get something to the basket. Get a layup, get a free throw, get something easier. And now that basket looks a lot bigger, knocking down his second three.
Caruso. Back to Holmgren. Holmgren on the attack right from the start. Layup.
Hey! Oh, yun.
9 straight points. Holmgren's got 9. Shot clock turned off. No fouls to give. Nimrod off the bounce. Looking for a spot. Kicks it out. Siakam does not get it off in time. That will not count. They'll review it, but the ball was in his hands. And the first quarter comes to an end.
Bagal ng release. Bagal ng release ni Siakam, sayang.
Yan in the first half, first game, first quarter, mga boss, ha. In the first quarter, guys. Salamat po sa inyo, mga boss. Happy birthday, Sean Kalahi. Ating top dollar, mga boss, Sean Kalahi. Happy birthday to you.
Ano nga, no? Sayang, ang bagal ng release na Siakam to. Too slow. So, end of the first quarter, guys. Ang score natin is 26-20 lamang ang OKC ng 6. Pacers ako, Pacers. Pacers ako. Pacers is my team. How about you guys? Siyempre dito ako sa Pacers. Pacers ako. Pacers! Bay, ganun siya kabilis oh. 1,300 na yung ano.
Indianapolis. Not in the penalty yet.
And Isaiah Joe, it's about knowing your own scout.
Off nga natin to. Try natin na
Ball on Caruso. Nembhard stepped in to try to draw the charge, but Carlisle doesn't like the call. Caruso certainly doesn't like the call.
I feel a possible review coming. That was a little bit more on the shoulder. It wasn't square on the chest. Again, Jalen Williams is telling him to not challenge. He's telling them to save the challenge. So you got players over there giving information to the bench.
So Dayton didn't like the call, but what Carlisle was upset with is that it took them a while, like they felt taking too much time to inbound to give Dayton time to consider the replay. As Turner, tough shot in the paint. Wiggins up top, Hartenstein. Stolen by McConnell. Bad pass from Hartenstein. McConnell the drive, inside. Mathurin layup is good.
Arizona to Arizona connection there. I'm not sure if you know that, Mike, but if you get a live ball turnover, that is death for either team.
I'm sure you will let us know. Caruso. Hartenstein takes it away. Wild shot though. Williams' tip is no good. McConnell saves it to Nembhard. Terrific hustle from both teams. Nembhard somehow hangs on. They leave McConnell open. And Wiggins grabs it. And Indiana, 17 of their 27 shots from three-point range. Jalen Williams knocks one down. Timeout, Indiana.
Ayan na naman ang Indiana.
Be,
Ah,
sarap ng ano?
nagpapa...
Hindi, pandesal. Kumakain kasi ako, huwag kayong magugulo. Joke lang. Tawag dito. Tawag dito. Basta Indiana ako mga mamen. Pala kayo dyan. Timeout ang Indiana Pacers. Score natin 35-27 in favor of Oklahoma City Thunder pa rin. Sa mga gusto magpa-shoutout dyan, bahala kayo. Malalaki na kayo. Shoutout nyo na lang sarili nyo.
And salamat sa iyo ha, Apo Darham at
Thank you.
Alumni Association. Shout out.
Labi! 5,000 na siya. Charot.
Fires away, can't get it to fall.
Back to the ball game na.
Another rebound.
But that's where that signs. You don't have Chet Holmgren on the floor late last game. He's able to clean up that glass.
Somehow holds on and gets it to Wiggins. Wiggins sets, fires, hits a three-pointer. Wiggins' second bucket off the bench. The largest lead here in the first half as Haliburton set to check back in. Mather in the drive, can't get it. Williams to Williams. Jalen in and wrapped up by McConnell. Two shots coming up for Jalen Williams.
Ano naman ang OKC? Maarangkada na naman sila sa umpisa.
We've seen him as a primary. Now he's leaking out in transition. Good hard playoff foul. And how about Chet? He's going to end up on his backside. Doesn't panic. Nobody dives on the basketball. Nemhard's trying to deny, and instead, nice easy pass. And Wiggins will get a three out of it.
Williams to shoot. Williams, whose parents are Air Force veterans, grew up in a house where obviously discipline was essential. He had to make his bed every morning, had to take care of his little brother. He remembers one time when he was in school, he didn't make his bed, went to school. His mom came to school, took him out of school, brought him home to make the bed, and then brought him back to school.
Oh, now that makes sense. I grew up not far from Luke Air Force Base where he was. We actually had the same coach, Mark Nold. He was my he was my JV coach, was also his coach in high school.
And he credits mom and dad. That discipline's key for his success as an athlete. Said he's so fortunate. His parents used to come to all his games. This wonderful support from the family. 13-point lead for OKC. Ben Shepherd seeing his first minutes. Top on the drive. The finish. Can't get it to fall. Rebound. Kendrick Williams. Thunder look to run. Williams. Nice feed, and Holmgren throws it down.
(42-27) ang talaan, mga kaibigan.
Another 9-0 run that leads up to 15.
Again, just moving the ball. Kendrick Williams doesn't get a lot of time. Chet, and there's just nobody that's going to get to the big fella in time. Just throw it down, big fella. Throw it down.
Grabe. Ayan, layo pa yan mga boss. Alam nyo.
Yung nakikipagpustahan ka, tapos OKC, plus 5. Ulul! Home court pa ng OKC. Ano? Lo, 1.5k na siya. Nakakatuwa naman. Ay, may plus 1 subscriber na rin. Nadagdagan ako ng subscriber. Oo nga! Nadagdagan ako ng subscriber, diba? Sige ba? Babe. 1.5k na siya. Mas okay pala kung magpo-post ako dito ng mga shorts lang na kumakanta. Mas mabilis pa kaysa doon sa kabila ako eh. Oh, personal ko to eh.
Power on. Bluetooth mode. Power off.
Ano to? Sa'yo ba to, Bay? Uy. Back to the ball game na pala.
That's a tough move from Aaron Neesmith. Gilgeous-Alexander, during that home run for OKC, he was on the bench. Played the whole first quarter. Holmgren fakes, pulls up, jump shot. And Neesmith grabs it.
Mukhang 2-0 to ah.
Haliburton, dangerous pass. Poked away by Wiggins. Gainbridge Williams getting some important minutes here in game 2 of the finals. The 30-year-old vet. Gilgeous-Alexander jumper, got it.
And that's as good as you can do if you're Matherin. And the discipline not to foul. You make them shoot a 2 over the top, fine.
Haliburton with the 7-footer on him. Holmgren moving his feet beautifully. Shepard lost it out of bounds. Gainbridge Williams forces the turnover. That's 6 turnovers for Indiana.
Let's watch Shai work. Benedict does a great job. He is squared up defensively. He's trying not to give up an angle. He's staying in front, moving his feet. Closes once he gets a little bit off the body of Shai. But listen, tough contested 2s with a guy who's 6'6", and you don't foul him, critical.
And DB, he learned his lesson. The time before, he got the foul. Stay down and just contest.
Gilgeous-Alexander off the bounce, gets inside, double clutch, counted and a foul. Chance for a 3-point play. The lead up to 17.
He just takes his time. He's so shifty. We talk about his mid-range, but it's also how shifty he is getting into the paint with the finish. Here, going around Neesmith, tracking the foul off the glass. That's just simple basketball from Shai.
Chance of MVP, of course the MVP of the regular season. As Williams and Alexander in a great 1-2 punch for the Thunder. Matherin picks up his 2nd foul. 11 points for...
Ooh! Hanap tayo iba.
Chance of MVP, of course the MVP of the regular season. There.
And they're not even turning this team over. They're just collectively playing excellent defense and finishing with the defensive rebound.
Wiggins steps back. 3-pointer is good from Wiggins, his 2nd 3. It's a 21-point lead. Turner inside. Pumped away, another turnover. And a whistle and a foul, blocking foul on the trip from Siakam.
And Wiggins, there's nothing like a crossover that can make your feet go one way and your soul go another. And then Wiggins knocks down the deep 3.
You ever tell your therapist that?
Now he knows. He's the one that told. He's the one I talked to him about it. He's the one that says, yeah, that's difficult.
Gilgeous-Alexander inside, banks it home. We've got a Thunder avalanche here in game 2.
Sige lang. Second quarter pa lang naman eh. Kaya siya nagaganto.
Power on. Bluetooth mode. Power off.
Ayan, so shoutout ang mga idol ha. Grabe yung ating nakikita ngayon, Lodi. Ayan, sa ating top dollar idol na si Idol Kyle ha. Ayan, nagbigay si Idol Kyle from Pacers Lodi na suporta na 18 pesos sa live natin. Ayan, mabuhay ka bossing ha. At salamat sa suporta mo na 18 pesos. Top dollar natin si Lodi ha. Thank you so much bossing ko ha. Ayan.
Another turnover.
Miles Turner on the illegal screen. That's 8 turnovers. 5 of them here in the second. And look at that run. The Thunder have done that all season long.
You know Indiana has enough in their resume that this game is not over. How OKC handles this point from here on out will dictate.
Nembhard with the steal, the drive, and the finish. Oh, Nembhard with a beautiful play.
That's great balance, because Dort looked like initially he was going to go up and try to take a charge, then pulls his body back. Great balance from Nembhard.
Gilgeous-Alexander, a little careless, but Williams right there to save it. SGA with 6 to shoot. Fake strides, crossover, pullback, jump shot, hit off the mark. Williams rebound. Henrik Williams to Dort, back to Hartenstein. Finds Wiggins, 3-pointer.
Oh! Ano yun?
Again, the hustle from Williams. Wiggins somehow saves it. Nope. Backcourt violation. Gilgeous-Alexander had not established himself in the front court. They'll follow every unforgettable moment of the NBA Finals in the NBA app. Download the app today for the latest scores, highlights, and behind-the-scenes access to all the drama. Remember, Henrik Williams, he did this in Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals. He came in, he changed the energy. He does that here as well. Doesn't play big minutes, doesn't put up big numbers. Mark Daigneault loves him and trusts him. Holmgren, Caruso, Dort, Williams, as Siakam gets inside, count and one. Beautiful move from Siakam. His second field goal, and he's got a chance for a 3-point play.
It's amazing the different spots on the floor you can put this guy in to let him be effective and cook as a one-on-one scorer. That time he's on the right side of the floor, free throw line and down, so slithery. I mean, look at that, the ability to tuck the basketball down and then bring it back to finish.
You see, to show you the balance of Indiana, Siakam's their leading scorer in the playoffs, just under 21 a game. He's number 18 amongst the NBA playoff leaders in scoring.
And that's why they're so much fun to watch. That's also why so many players have contributed to late game heroics. Neesmith, Nembhard.
Endorse what you said earlier. We talked so much about OKC defense, the best defense in the NBA, but Indiana is without question the most improved defense in the NBA.
Nembhard and Neesmith are elite.
Holmgren, corner 3, comes up short that time, and Nembhard thought to make a lot of plays. Siakam tries a spin. Siakam on the drive, gets inside. Once again, strong move to the bucket from Pascal.
Unti lang.
That's 2 buckets in a row. You got to keep trying to make
Pacers
it
tayo.
The integrity of Indiana. Despite the score, they're going to stay true to their character.
SGA kicks it out. Jalen Williams wide open. And Miles Turner grabs the board.
If you're OKC, you've done so much work. You can't let go of the rope with 3 minutes to go.
And you can't. And he's hit right on cue.
Ayan, pa-timeout naman. 10-0 run din ha. Ayan, 10-0 run din. Ang ginawa dito ng Pacers mga Lodi, no? Grabe. Talagang you can
Wait
count.
lang. Mga Lodi, no?
Sa
Sadali lang, no? Nagre-reklamo yung puwet ko,
Score
no?
talaga yan. Ayan. Last press galing kay Neesmith pa, no? At ayan, dalawang binigay ni Siakam. Tapos isang press naman para i-cut ang lead into 13 na lang. Ayan. So, shoutout Lodi ha, sa ating, especially sa ating top donor ngayon ha. Si Bossing Kyle ha, ayan, from the Pacers. Ayan, sa kanyang suporta ng 18 pesos, no? At sa ating latest naman ha, mayroon nagbigay ng Idol Benji. Ayan, salamat kay Sir Benji sa kanyang 10 pesos. Nasa latest ka na din, Idol Sir Benji, no? At of course, salamat sa 10 pesos mo, idol ako. And so sa mga mahilig dyan magbet ha, palagi nating inuulit at sinasabi na kaysa nakikipagpustahan sa comment section, no? Or ibang website, mas mabuting nasa legit at garantisado tayo. So I recommend and suggest mga Lodi or mga talpakero natin dyan na sa 1xbet na kayo. Ayan, legit at garantisado dito sa 1xbet natin at almost 5,000 players na din tayo sa 1xbet natin. So nakakasiguro kayong legit tayo dito. So, yung mga tanong nyo dyan, bossing, paano ba mag-register sa 1xBet? Ayan. Meron tayong link na nakapin sa comment section natin, ha? Uulitin ko lang, may link tayo na nakapin sa comment natin. I-click nyo lang yan at mag-register. Napaka-basic lang din mag-register dyan. You can use your SIM card or mag-email na lang kayo. Ayan, salamat.
Goes Durant, Westbrook, Harden, and our man Perk. SGA on the drive, goes right at Siakam. And gets it in off the glass. Beautiful move from Gilgeous-Alexander, who's got 15.
Now, what we said before that last time out, these last 2.5 minutes, finishing the quarter, playing the right way for both teams. OKC, you want to keep that foot on the gas pedal.
Wallace, SGA, Caruso, three-pointer, puts it in. Now 7 of 18 from three-point range. Poked away by Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams to Wallace. Caruso. And Haliburton does a good job poking it away from Holmgren. Siakam height advantage on Wallace, but Wallace is one tough defender. The spin move, the help, the steal, and a foul. Well, earlier tonight, National Basketball Coaches Association presenting the 2025 Chuck Daly Lifetime Achievement Award. Don Nelson, Nelly's here, one of 2 coaches in NBA history to lead 3 teams to at least 250 wins, 31 seasons as an NBA head coach, playoffs 18 times, second all-time in both wins and games coach, and quite the character.
Oh, he's definitely the character. When I had an opportunity to talk to Devin Harris last night, and they lost to that famous We Believe team led by Don Nelson. And they said they changed their starting lineup before the series even started. And that has always haunted Dallas fans. And that was based off of a fear from what Don Nelson and that We Believe team was able to accomplish.
And a champion with the Boston Celtics as a player. Great to see him here and get the recognition, a life devoted to basketball.
He doesn't seem to want to leave Hawaii very often, but a Lifetime Achievement Award will do it.
Well, he owns half the island, I think. Now at 9 points. Minute and a half remaining here in the second. The Thunder had one of those patented runs. Pacers trying to fight back. Neesmith so good fighting over screens, but Williams gets away and lays it up and in. He's got 9 points. Williams and Holmgren, big bounce back first halves after a struggle in game 1. Haliburton gets into the paint. Nice ball movement. Neesmith can't get it to fall. Crossover, ooze from the crowd, the jumper. Tip.
The fact is that if he had hesitated even for a moment, I wouldn't be here right now. Ooh, how nice for you. What's up? Those big muscles of his. Those arms weren't built by holding pens at his desk all day. I knew it. You knew what? When I was in jail, that killer put the agreement right in front of me and said, sign here. Really? Come on, come on.
Ano nangyari sa leg ko?
That first half splits the defense, gets his.
If you don't clear this up, look, he gets stretched out too much, and now you have so much to choose from. He's got floater, he's got an open shot.
Eh, sa mga nag-aabil po ng League Pass, 100 pesos lang. Nasa pin comment, mga boss. I-PM nyo lang ako dyan sa pin comment, no? 100 pesos lang yan, mga bossing.
That time right into the shooting pocket. Make it easy. He is brilliant, Shai. Like, absolutely brilliant. But if I were going to say one next evolution.
Great players always find ways to improve, even if it's just fractions.
That's the 4th team foul. And we're not even 2 minutes in.
Wow.
Whistle away from the ball. Haliburton not happy, talking to Ben Taylor. Ben Taylor, by the way, his first NBA Finals assignment. Congratulations to Ben Taylor. James Williams, Zach Zarber are other two. They're veterans of the NBA Finals. Mason Wallace, plenty of room, knocks down the shot. Haliburton, 3 points on 1 of 5 shooting. Drives inside. Turner again goes right at Holmgren. Little off balance, couldn't get it to fall. Neesmith on SGA, trying to get rid of him. Pulls up, jumper's good. So smooth, lead back up to 20. And deflected out of bounds. Some extra pushing and shoving going on right now. Rick Carlisle is hot.
And Shai, just like all great events in history, you just witnessed this. That mid-range pull-up you can't contest. It's just too difficult.
Turner, that's a 3. Miles Turner comes right back with his first 3-pointer. Well, he's got 8 of his 12 already here in this 3rd period.
And might they have the kind of shot making that can let them back in this?
No lead is safe with the Indiana Pacers in these 2025 playoffs. Shot clock at 4. Gilgeous-Alexander draws the foul, won't go. But he'll return to the free throw line. Slow to get up. Time to make the switch with YouTube TV. Get your favorite sports and live TV in one app. 17.6 assists so far for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And they've done a good job keeping him off the free throw line. Do you remember the first free throw where the little slap down foul, undisciplined, and this is the second time for him to be at the free throw line. They've done a very good job of keeping Shai off that line.
So Mike was talking about his leadership skills, as you see Rick Carlisle pleading his case. What his teammates will tell you about Shai is...
Yan, pre-live lang tayo guys ha, pre-live lang sa mga nagdo-donate. Any amount lang mga bossing, yan para mailagay natin yung name mo sa screen at ma-shout out, no? Any amount lang mga boss. Pre-live tayo mga boss.
26 years old, 7th year in the league. First starter with the Clippers. What a trade that was for Sam Presti to get him here to OKC. Both the front offices of both teams have made exceptional trades. Backed out of bounds, Kevin Pritchard with Indiana and Sam Presti with Oklahoma City. There's Sam Presti, Executive of the Year. He's built a team that has a chance to be special for a long time. Meanwhile, Kevin Pritchard, all the guys he acquired, they didn't make a lot of changes in the offseason. And look, here in the NBA Finals. That trust in the continuity of these guys. Neesmith falls down, gets the pass out. Siakam a 3. Tipped and taken by Wallace. Ahead of steam, Wallace goes right at Nembhard. And Nembhard defended him beautifully. Williams started a run before he caught it. SGA wants a clear out against his childhood buddy. Williams 3-pointer misses.
That's a good look though, because the nail help is waiting for Shai.
Siakam, a little out of control. Can't get to the full. Turner right to Siakam. And a foul. Turner wanted a foul as well. The Pacers, two big men helping each other out there.
Do we see double big come soon?
Well, that's one of the things that helped Indiana when they went small OKC, they started to go on a run. Indiana Pacers did, but even
Ayan, sa mga gusto maging top donor, latest donor, send lang po kayo sa Gcash number natin. Any amount lang guys, sa pre-live po tayo mga boss. Libre lang yung live natin, kaya i-share nyo na mga bossing. Sa mga nagdo-donate po, lagyan nyo ng pangalan para malagyan natin ng name sa screen, no? Ayan, 50 galing po kay Fernan Santos. Ayan, maraming salamat po.
Haliburton changed the direction of the franchise. The trade for Siakam brought him to another level.
He's the kind of guy, Mike, that can fit into any system because his offensive skills, all three levels. That free throw is bizarre, though, the way it comes off his hands. And defensively, you can play him on a primary or you can put him in a little rover situation. Either way, he's terrific.
Hasn't shot the free throws well in the playoffs before. He's done everything else beautifully. Back to 17 with 4 minutes into the third. Gilgeous-Alexander step back, three-pointer, can't get it. Turner with a defensive rebound.
it is not too early to say that Tyrese Haliburton has to get himself involved in this game. Right now, he's got 3 points, 3 rebounds, and still 3 assists. Just double check. He's got a triple single going right now.
It was Neesmith. Line drive, three-pointer. Mark Daigneault calls timeout as the Pacers.
Ayan, sa mga nagdodonate po, any amount lang guys sa mga viewers natin, any amount lang mga boss. Ayan, pwede kayo top donor, latest donor. Palagyan ng pangalan mga boss, no? Ayan, sa mga nagdodonate. Johan Gabriel, maraming salamat sa 10 pesos donation. Ayan, thank you so much boss ha. Sa mga nag-donate sa live natin, lagyan nyo po ng name sa screen para tuloy-tuloy po ang inyong panonood mga boss. At walang putol na yan mga boss. Deep Rick Messia, salamat sa 21 pesos. Top donor natin guys, 50 pesos, no? Salamat po sa allowance galing kay Nathan sa 10 pesos. Ayan, lagyan nyo ng pangalan guys para tuloy-tuloy po ang ating live stream at walang putol. I-share nyo lang po. Free live tayo guys. Ayan, any amount mga boss. Hanera Arellano, maraming salamat po, no? Sa mga nagpapa-shout out boss. Kaya wala pong bayad na mga bossing. Yan, sa mga viewers natin, free live lang po tayo. Wala po itong bayad. Sa mga nagpapa-shoutout lang po, kung gusto nyo lang mailagay ang pangalan nyo sa screen, doon po kayo mag-donate guys. Ayan, kung wala kang pan-donate, libre yung live natin. Ayan, nood ka sa live natin. Free live lang po yan mga boss, no? Sa mga gusto po mag-donate, yan, pwede po top donor, latest donor, ilalagay natin yan sa screen. Top donor natin guys, 50 pesos galing kay Fernan Santos, latest donor kay Johan Gabriel. Ayan, meron po nag-donate sa atin guys, 4 pesos galing kay Rolando, 8 pesos naman galing kay Romeo, maraming salamat boss. Kay Roy Kamay Otin, salamat po sa 1 peso donation, no? Ayan, maraming salamat guys. Ito may nag-donate ng 58. Ayan, bagong top donor natin. Wala lang pangalan guys. Ayan, salamat po. Lagyan nyo ng name ha, mga idol. Para tuloy-tuloy po ang ating shout out guys. Ayan, 20 pesos galing kay Isaiah. Maraming salamat bossing. Lagyan nyo ng pangalan guys ha. Lagyan nyo ng name. Sayang naman guys kung di natin i-shoutout yan idol. Ayan, thank you so much din po kay Patrick. Ayan, sa 20 pesos. Ayan, Fernan Santos, top donor pa rin mga bossing. Ayan, free live tayo guys ha. Wala pong bayad ang live natin. Nood lang po kayo sa live natin ng libre mga idol. Ayan. Any amount lang guys. Pwede yan mga lodi. Lagyan nyo lang ng name sa screen. Sa papa shoutout nyo. 25 shoutout po kay Bobby. Ayan, salamat boss Bobby sa 25. Ayan, 20 pesos galing po kay Dionisio Flores. Ayan, maraming salamat boss, no? Lagyan nyo ng name guys ha. I-share nyo lang po ang live natin na free. Free live lang tayo guys, no? Wala pong bayad yan, idol. Walang bayad yan mga bossing. Kaya magsipag-share na, mga idol. Free live lang yan, idol. Ayan, sa mga taga-ibang bansa, pwede po kayo magpa-shout out, no? Ay, maraming salamat mga Lodi. Ayan, free live lang guys ha. Free lang yan mga idol. Thank you so much po. Ayan, 24,000 na tayo guys. Ayan, may nag-donate ng 30 pesos po galing kay Michael P. Salamat bossing. 20 galing kay Damara and Daniela. Ayan, back to the game tayo.
Taylor Williams foul by Neesmith. Now Haliburton, he's had some rough games in the playoffs, but obviously he's had these historic clutch shots, and that's why they're here in the finals. But he always seems to bounce back. Game one, he was solid up until that amazing game winner.
So tonight, Mike, what Oklahoma City has done is made him a jump shooter. He doesn't have a single shot in the paint.
And those paint shots, DB, those paint shots, once he gets in there, the defense collapses, and he's one of the best in the business at passing out. They're not creating turnovers that allows for them to get out and run. He is the head of the snake, and they're done a great job the last two games. I know that last moment that he had, but they've done a good job keeping him in check.
And Doris, he always says he judges his offense. Am I getting 2 feet in the paint? That's how he judges his aggressiveness on the offensive end. Neesmith looking. Turner, nice feed inside. Beautiful pass from the big man. And Nembhard able to get it to fall. Nembhard in double figures with 11. Good screen set by Hartenstein. Good pass.
Babe, binigyan mo si Toka ng pagkain. Ha?
3 assists for the center. Hartenstein dives, comes up with a save. Gilgeous-Alexander searching. One-on-one with Nembhard. Good ball movement here. Caruso finishes it off with a 3. "13 points in 13 minutes off the bench for Alex Caruso." Turner feeling it here in this third quarter. Knocks down another. He's got 10 points in the period.
And all of these shots.
Ayan, shoutout na natin no, si Daniel Ortiz, ang ating latest donor, at ang Dean Dantes Payawal, ang ating bagong top donor, boss.
Jump shot. SGA.
He's making every right decision. Prior play, they empty the side. He gets off it early. That time he's aggressive.
Haliburton trying to be aggressive. Haliburton back up top. Siakam bumped by Caruso on a foul. Second foul on Caruso. They're in the penalty. So free throws for Siakam.
Well, we just keep talking.
Ayan, free live lang yan guys ha. Wala pong bayad yan live natin. I-share mo lang ang ating live. Malaking tulong na yan, idol. Any amount is appreciated mga bossing. Ayan, thank you so much po sa mga nag-share at nagdo-donate, idol.
Sprinting out to the corner. If you're Neesmith, that is a wide open shot in the NBA Finals on the road, and you're trying to come back.
Siakam now with 12. Shepard and Toppin report in. Neesmith and Turner will sit down. Both these teams, they want to wear you out, wear you down with their depth. Indiana often does it with their offense and the pace. OKC with their smothering defense. You got to be in good condition to play these two teams.
But Mike, you make an excellent point, because Sam Presti was quoted earlier this year saying that when you're putting together a modern NBA team, he believes depth is absolutely critical, and you can tell philosophically both teams believe in depth.
He's already adding to the depth now. Who's going to draft later? 16-point OKC lead, 5.5 to play, third quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander with that sweet handle, back out. Wiggins long 3, it's good! Way downtown for Wiggins. 11 points in 9 minutes off the bench. The Thunder bench getting it done as Siakam is fouled. Good aggressiveness from Pascal Siakam, although Wiggins didn't think it was a foul, clearly.
And you talked about Shai, his passes being on time and on target. Wiggins, this is an individual that scored 40 points this season. They know he has the ability, and then on the other side, this is the one advantage that Pascal Siakam brings. He is bigger, he is stronger than the defenders for OKC. He got to keep being aggressive downhill.
And we revoked Alex's challenge card last game.
Yeah, no challenges for you, Alex.
Well, Wiggins, that game you talked about during the season, was actually 41, which is a career high for him. He's another one of those players. There's some games he can get you 20 easy. Other games he doesn't play a lot of minutes, plays real tough defense. Just another great pickup for this team.
It's the stay ready ability. You might score 4 points, you might not play, you might score 40, you might come off the bench and have 11 points in a big moment. The fact that Mark Daigneault has had the ability to keep every man on his roster and engaged at all times is so impressive.
Nembhard, Gilgeous-Alexander battling again. Pass inside, deflected and stolen.
Indiana starting to look like they're showing zone last couple possessions.
Haliburton back up top. Obi Toppin. Nembhard goes inside, trying to draw a foul, deflected by Hartenstein. Last touch by Caruso, 12 to shoot. Caruso, just another, he has had some playoffs. The impact he makes at both ends of the floor. Haliburton, the three-pointer, too strong. Siakam knocks it out of bounds. Wait, Zach Sauer, is he going to change the call? Talking with James Williams. Yes, they're going to change the call.
That's the right call. That's the right call.
Williams thought he got hit in the head.
That's a different call, Mike.
Time to get down to Shepard. Haliburton gets into the paint. Finds Toppin. Obi Toppin, a three-pointer. And Caruso with a rebound.
Look at the challenge to three. Much better job in the later stages of the second now here, getting out to those threes.
Gilgeous-Alexander trying to draw contact. Toppin kept his hands away and gets the rebound. They lob it to Shepard. Good closeout from Jalen Williams. Nembhard, triple team. Haliburton, floaters up and good. Just the second field goal from Tyrese Haliburton.
But you see the commitment there. Run him off that three. Don't concede the corner three.
But he's got to look at the rim. He gets in that air and looks for passes. He's got to use his offense to open up the lanes.
Williams draws some contact. Free throws for Jalen Williams.
Shoutout natin guys ang ating bagong top donor, Boss Antonio, no? Kaya maraming salamat, bossing, sa 105. Latest donor natin, no backness. Sa mga nagdo-donate po guys, sa any amount lang mga boss, free live lang tayo guys, wala pong bayad yung live natin, no? Sa mga nagdo-donate, tuloy-tuloy lang po mga bossing sa pag-donate.
More substitutions. Upcoming national TV schedule, ESPN Tuesday.
Kaya wala pong bayad yung live natin guys, kaya i-share mo lang yung live natin, malaking tulong na yan, no? Ayan, yung Gcash number natin nasa pin comment po. Ayan, dyan po kayo mag-send mga idol, no? Ng donation, mga idol. Salamat po, idol.
Another comeback. Still plenty of time. Williams knocks down the second. 15 points, Jalen Williams. P.J. McConnell back in. Caruso harassing Haliburton. Nice fake. Gets in the paint, stripped and stolen by SGA. One man to beat. It's Toppin. Gets inside and a foul. Free throws for Gilgeous-Alexander. Has some words for James Williams.
Let's watch SGA and the strip down clean of Haliburton. You come near the paint, look at the 5 jerseys and what they do to swarm. I think Shai a little bit frustrated with the level of that foul right there. That's just a good hard play off that.
Absolutely. 21 points.
I mean, this is Oklahoma City.
Ayan, shoutout po sa Warbox 143. Salamat sa 102 donation, no? Yan na ang ating latest donor.
On the other side.
guys. Any amount lang mga bossing ha, habang time out, pwede po kayo mag-send kay admin. Shoutout kay Aris J. Guys ha, pre-live lang po tayo guys. Ayan, i-share nyo na po yung live natin. Wala pong bayad yan mga boss. Ayan, latest donor galing po sa Land Bank of the Philippines. Salamat sa 61 donation. Ayan, free live po yan guys. Shoutout kay Boy Kurat ng Gcash ko. Ayan. Sa 10 pesos, 11 galing naman kay Bolstag. Shout out. You know. Salamat boss. Idol. Ayan. Free live po tayo guys. Wala pong bayad yan, no? Ayan. Ayan. Sa mga gusto po makita yung name sa screen, ayan, kayo na po ang mag-send. Palagyan ng pangalan, mga idol. Para po ma-shoutout ni admin, no? Free live yan mga boss. Wala pong bayad. Shoutout kay Boss Allen Eugenio. Nag-donate ng 5 pesos. Kay Marvin, maraming salamat din sa 5. 20 pesos, galing po yan kay Jeno. Salamat sa 20 na. Lagyan nyo ng pangalan guys, no? JBN Albi, shoutout sa piso mula sa puso. Christian Hablos, kay Pepito Manalo. Salamat po, idol. Ayan, Boss Antonio, ang ating top donor, bossing ha. Ayan, salamat po mga boss. Pakilagyan po ng pangalan guys sa mga nagsesend ng donation. 20 galing kay Idol Sherwin. Ayan, lagyan nyo po ng name guys ha. Ayan, 2 pesos galing kay JM Mapagmahal. 200 pesos shoutout po sa MB Cyclates. Happy vacation sa pababa bukas. Ayan, top donor natin guys ha. MB Cyclates. Ayan, happy vacation. Salamat sa 200 bossing. Ikaw na ang ating top donor, Lodi. Ayan, sa mga gusto maging top donor, latest donor. Ayan, latest donor po, may nag-donate ng 50 galing kay Patrick Cruz. Salamat po sa 50 donation. Ayan. Any amount guys ha, walang problema dyan, may shoutout yan. 30 galing po yan kay Boss Richard. Ayan, maraming salamat boss. Ayan, lagyan nyo lang po ng name guys. 10 pesos galing kay John Lloyd Serio. Ayan, maraming salamat guys. Yung ayan, free live yan guys. Wala kayong babayaran na. Free live yan, walang bayad yan mga boss. Ayan, kung magkano lang yung donate nyo, malaking tulong na yan kay admin sa pagla-live natin. Shoutout kay Excel. Shoutout din kay Lorraine Pianar. Salamat idol. Maraming salamat bossing. Kay John Vincent, kay Celia, maraming salamat idol, no? Ayan, any amount guys is appreciated mga lods. Ayan, MB Cyclates, maraming salamat bossing ha sa donation nyo.
Yeah.
200 pesos idol.
No.
Let's go back
I
to
want
the game
coffee.
mga bossing.
Space, but remember, this guy is
Oh,
6'6". He uses those shoulders so effectively. Pascal's got size on him, but he goes right to his chest, uses that left.
Ayan, sa mga nagsesend po, huwag kalimutan lagyan ng pangalan ang iyong ipapashout out. Daniel Ortez, salamat po sa 106 donation, no? Daniel Ortez.
But so efficient, 8 of 15. And knocks down another free throw. Haliburton sitting right now, just 5 points, 4 assists. His team down by 19.
2,000 na siya.
Looks like OKC in the zone.
Neesmith catches, fires, hits. The line drive from Neesmith. His third three-pointer.
And in the zone,
Okay,
it's that switch off. When you're supposed to go from one player to the next, that's the gap that you're going to be able to find an angle to knock down a three.
Whistle and a foul. Both teams in the penalty.
Now you have a player on the wing and you have a player on the top of the key. So watch this, just in between. Look, who gets him? That's the space to shoot the three because you're in between the zone. And Neesmith, he's got to be aggressive. I want to see him shooting that ball whenever he has space, especially early in the clock.
Now that amazing 30-point performance in Game 1 in the conference finals at Madison Square Garden as Gilgeous-Alexander hits another. This run by the Pacers, so many huge road games, 7-2 on the road. They won 3 times in Cleveland. They won twice in New York and already have a win in Oklahoma City. But right now, they're staring at an 18-point deficit. Mathurin. Wiggins fights over the screen. Thomas Bryant in for Indy. Comes to set a screen. Neesmith goes the other way. Stops. Double team. Kicks it out. Toppin. Corner 3. Shot blocked. Gainbridge Williams right there. Gave him some good minutes in the first half. Here's Holmgren to Williams. Shot blocked by Bryant. What a rejection. Knocked out of bounds. Last touch by the Pacers.
I think that might have been a goaltending, though. Let's double check. I'm trying to see if his hand was inside the rim on the other side. It was so close. Oh, I got some good eyes. I got some good eyes, boy.
Wow.
Oh, my gosh. There we go. I got some good eyes.
SGA against Mathurin. Falling away. Jump shot is good. He's got 27. And still 2 to play here in the third. TJ McConnell knocks down the jumper. His second field goal.
Again, we're back to that 2-minute space. If you're OKC, you've done so much work. You got to finish this. You want to go into the fourth quarter with a 15, 18-point lead at least.
Foul on Neesmith. Free throws again.
I keep talking about this guy is 6'6". He's wiry strong. Benedict Mathurin is being super physical, but at 6'6", to be able to rise up and get it over the top of that defender.
Neesmith didn't like the call. Talking to Zach Zarba. Caruso. This will be the 11th and 12th free throw of the third quarter for the Thunder.
Ayan guys, i-share nyo yung live natin. Ayan, sa mga nag-send po ng donation, lagyan nyo po ng amount at pangalan mga boss. No? Free live tayo guys, kaya i-share nyo na. Yung Gcash natin nasa pin comment sa mga mag-donate. Mga boss, lagyan nyo lang ng name para ma-shoutout natin.
The ball, he's got to slide his feet a little bit more and get in front of that defender, or get in front of that offensive player.
Under 2 to play here in the third. Lead back up to 20. McConnell, Neesmith, no hesitation. Once again, rattles it in. His 4th three-pointer.
Mikey's been absolutely electric from 3 all playoffs. They have the top 3 by percentage three-point shooters in the playoffs. That can get them back in.
And #1 team in three-point shooting in the postseason. Gilgeous-Alexander a 3. Poked around Neesmith, quick outlet. McConnell always pushing. Mathurin, guarded by the 7-footer up top. Neesmith inside to Bryant, turns, layup, no good, but a foul. That might be Gilgeous-Alexander's 3rd personal.
Well, we said it on the 3 that he shot earlier in that gap. He slides over. Yes, he's almost on top of his teammate. But when he's aggressive, if there's any space, I've played with Kyle Korver, I've played with Klay Thompson. He's one of those players that if you get a space, you have permission to shoot any 3 that you would like.
Oh, Neesmith getting it done here. Meanwhile, Thomas Bryant, he was really emotional after the Eastern Conference final victory. Pacers are his 15 in 8 years. They acquired him during the season from Miami back in December. Didn't play a heck of a lot, even in the Eastern Conference Finals. Played a few games, then didn't play well, sat him down, had the big game.
Ayan, para hindi po mawala yung live natin mga boss, any amount lang is appreciated. Ayan, send lang kayo sa Gcash number natin, no?
His name in high school, college, and he does it as a bench player in the conference finals in the NBA.
Hey, that's a great moment to have one of the best games of your career.
Hartenstein up and Holmgren with the hammer. Mathurin, Wiggins almost took it out of his hands, but they call a foul.
They just go back to the big-to-big lineup, and they did it because they've had issues rebounding off free throws, so they get the 2 bigs on the free throw. This is the ensuing possession, and who better to pass it? That is why they love Hartenstein as a facilitator.
His 4th assist. And a lot of free throws here with both teams getting into the penalty. Mathurin connects. Just under a minute remaining here in the third. This will be the 26th total free throw in this quarter alone. In and out. Every point right now so important for Indiana's comeback hopes. Gilgeous-Alexander letting the shot clock wind down. 5 of the 24. Crossover layup. Scoop layup is up. In and out. Hartenstein the rebound. Holmgren tries a three. And Mathurin goes high. Mathurin racing up the floor. Knocked away from behind. 2-on-1 break. Deflected by McConnell. Holmgren able to pick it up. Drives inside. And a blocking foul called on Nesmith. With 15.9 remaining here in the third. Wild sequence.
And this is when we say slow down. Mathurin, I get that you're trying to push, but you've got to have a court awareness that players are coming from behind. They're trying to smack the ball. They're doing so much of that activity. Tyrese Haliburton struggling with it. McConnell is struggling with it. If you're a wing player, you got to slow down, get it to the point guard, run that lane.
Holmgren now 14 points. Skin only had 6 in game 1. Haliburton returns for the final possession. Nice bounce back game for Holmgren and for Jalen Williams. You know, Gainbridge Williams comes in again. And a team with so many young players, having that 30-year-old vet, it's great to have him in the locker room and obviously contributing on the floor as well. Gilgeous-Alexander sits with 27 points. Both free throws good. Shot clock turned off. OKC is at their last 11 from the free throw line. Nesmith shot blocked by Wallace. What a case for Wallace. He is going to be a menace on the defensive end for a lot of years.
Yeah, but they're just doing an incredible job getting to the corners. Their closing speed is real.
Bryan has it. 4 seconds. Back to Nesmith. Nesmith on the drive. The floater's up. Won't go. Quarter comes to an end.
Grabe yun guys, no? Ayan, sa mga gusto po maging sponsor, ayan, pwede po kayo mag-send sa Gcash number natin. Ayan, ang ating sponsor, ang MB Cyclades. Happy vacation mga bossing. Ayan, any amount lang guys ha, sa mga gusto po mag-donate, send lang po kayo sa Gcash number natin mga idol, no? Ayan, sa mga gusto po mag-donate, ayan, PM lang kay admin guys. Ayan. Ayan, MB Cyclades, ayan, maraming salamat po sa pag-sponsor sa ating live. 200 pesos po yan guys, no? Ayan, thank you so much po sa ating mga donation. Ayan, sa mga nagdo-donate po guys, send lang po sa Gcash number natin, idol. Sponsor natin guys, no, ang MB Cyclades Happy Vacation. Ayan, sa mga ayan, gusto maging top donor, latest donor, nasa screen po yan mga lodi. Ayan, salamat po guys sa mga nagsesend ng payment or yung donation nila, no. Ayan, lagyan nyo ng pangalan guys, no, top donor natin, ayan po, ang Joey Alvarado. Ayan, maraming salamat po si. Ayan, sa mga gusto po mag-sponsor guys, ayan, send lang kayo sa Gcash number natin para mailagay natin sa screen, no. Ayan. Sa mga gusto po mag-send ng any amount guys, ayan, ang magpapa-shoutout lang, pwede po kayo mag-send kay admin, no. Ayan, free live lang yan guys ha, free live tayo mga boss. Yung Gcash number natin nasa pin comment, doon nyo po i-send ang ipapa-shoutout nyo. Shoutout kay LCT Lady, ayan, top donor, Lemura. Lagay mo sa top donor, shoutout, ayan, 51 pesos, Boss Lemura. Ayan, 51 donation guys, no? Ikaw na ang ating donor bossing. Boss Lemura. Ayan, maraming salamat po. Ang sponsor natin guys ang MB Cyclades Happy Vacation. Ayan, sa mga nagsesend po, lagyan nyo ng name guys. Sa Gcash number natin, lagyan nyo po ng pangalan, no? 2 pesos galing yan kay Julie Mark. Ay, lagyan nyo ng name guys ha. Shai na Kanatuan. Shout out kay Alvin. 5 pesos galing naman kay Robert. Kay Jigs. Maraming salamat po guys. Sponsor natin guys ang MB Cyclades Happy Vacation. Ayan, maraming salamat po, no? Sa mga nagsesend po ng donation, ayan, pasend lang po guys. Ayan, any amount idol, no? Ayan, free live lang yan guys ha, kaya i-share nyo po ang ating live stream. Free live po yan mga boss. Ayan, free live lang yan guys, kaya magsipag avail na ng donation sa Gcash number natin at ilagay nyo na po ang inyong ipapa-shout out. Ayan. Kaya i-share live nyo na guys si admin. Hanggang finals, nagla-live tayo ng free. Kaya 100 pesos galing kay Bea and Kisay. I love you. Ikaw na ang ating top donor. Bea and Kisay.
I mean, Lou's done a good job. Tyrese a really good player, so you just try and make it as hard for him as possible. And honestly, you got to be ready to rotate for each other when he does get gaps in small spaces.
You guys learned last game how good they are at coming back. How do you not have a repeat performance?
Well, definitely determines how we start this fourth quarter. Definitely have to come out with energy. They're a team that plays well when they can get on a run, so we got to be wary of that.
Doug, thank you. Good luck.
Yep.
Mike, back to you.
Well, an excellent start, George. First the bucket, then the forced turnover traveling violation.
Again, we talk about, you see Wiggins with a simple drop off to Hartenstein. He's the lefty. That makes it a little bit more difficult when you're trying to go up and tee it up.
You just love the answer to that question. Immediately gives the credit to a teammate. That's what both these teams have done that throughout the playoffs. Sharing the ball and sharing the credit. Wiggins on the drive, gets inside, strip, knocked out of bounds. 1 second left on the 24. Caruso will inbound. Jalen Williams looks a little antsy, like the play is being called for him. Spins, goes inside, well defended by Nimhard. Wallace blocked by Haliburton, and a 24-second violation. Haliburton 5 points, 4 assists. Team down by 21. Of course, in game one, they were down 15 with about 9.5 to go before another one of those massive comebacks. Long way to go. Haliburton to Turner. Turner hit the slam. Miles Turner. 14 points. Make that 16 as Wallace gets into the paint. Williams goes right at Shepard. Pull up, jump shot. Caruso tips it. Wiggins grabs it, fires a three. Another offensive rebound. Smallest guy on the floor, Wiggins. This time it's good. Wiggins off the bench with his third three-pointer. Haliburton lost it. Here comes Wallace. Wiggins. And a reach-in foul after Jalen Williams got it. He wanted in the act of shooting.
So after getting absolutely obliterated on the glass, Oklahoma City swarming to that as well. It's not just their defense, it's their work, and eventually they get that three off the offensive rebound by Kaysen. And how about Tyrese Haliburton? 4 assists, 5 turnovers.
Not going to get it done, DB. Not going to get it done, but there's still 10 minutes And this is not just about this game. This is about momentum going in for the rest of the series. There's still a lot of game left, but you want to keep improving your play.
Alex Caruso, a three. Hartenstein keeps it alive. Wallace, beautiful pass. Caruso, he's fouled.
Are they saying that he didn't have the gather?
Correct. I was waiting for Zach Zarba to call. So they're going to take it side out.
But you mentioned it, Hartenstein on the offensive rebound again. What a pass by Wallace. So the foul did occur before he had the ball and started to go up. But still, that's a tough finish.
4 offensive rebounds already here in the fourth. Williams throws it up. And that goes to Siakam with the block. It went to Williams. Wiggins inside. Ball knocked loose. Picked up by Wiggins. Shot clock winding down. Just gets it off in time. Can't get it to fall. Turner had it, lost it, and it's going to go the other way. It looked like it was last touched by Turner. Certainly the crowd felt that way. Mark Digno checking.
Oh, and he tried to get the timeout, couldn't quite get there.
Nope. Haliburton, the floater from the same spot, throws it up and in. Now his team is still down by 20. Pascal Siakam up with James Williams after being called for the foul. Starting to call a little tighter right now.
I mean, this was off Turner. There's no doubt about it.
Ayan, shoutout lang natin no, si Kennedy Banikid, ang ating bagong top donor. Kay Sheila Reyes, kaya sa mga nagdodonate guys, send lang any amount, idol.
Caruso trying to draw a foul and does.
That guy is always lurking on the baseline. And he times his cuts perfectly.
Four fouls on Siakam. And Caruso, who has become beloved here in his first year in OKC. I love what Mark Digno, the way he described him when we talked about how he's not afraid. He goes, he'll fail before he hides.
And that's a bold statement, and he's got a lot of players like that. It is impressive to watch Caruso because now with this lineup, technically he's the 4. So when you talk about offensive rebounding, working the baseline, diving in from the corner, all of those things that most guards aren't used to boxing out, that's where he thrives.
Almost a lane violation. That was actually an important call in game 1. Caruso hits that, back up to 22. Indiana already in the penalty. Haliburton jump shot is good.
He's starting to get a little more aggressive here.
But DB, I'm telling you, this aggression has to start earlier in the game. We know about his late game heroics, but he's got to do a better job being physical early as you see J-Dub knock down the midi.
17 points for Jalen Williams. Siakam goes to the rim, bank shot, missed it. Rebound knocked loose, Wiggins the save. Williams steps back, three-pointer. Way off, Siakam the rebound. Nembhard trying to get away. Lou Dort chasing him. Nembhard stumbles. Wow. Foul. Dort saying, I didn't do it.
It's really close, Mike. I mean, his lateral speed is unbelievable. I mean, he is in a bad position and he's trying to catch up. I mean, that's a tough one. I don't know. I mean, unless this shows us something here, that's a tough one for me, Mike.
Dort agrees 100% with you, Doris. Dort picks up his 4th foul.
Because it was Nembhard's shoulder that goes into him.
Haliburton gets it back. Clear path and throws it down.
Where is this in the first half? When your team has to set a tone, I know that might not be his natural state, but he's got to be more aggressive early.
And another foul against the Pacers. Jalen Williams took a shot, slow to get up. Turner slow to get up.
And now off the inbounds, use the speed. You might not be able to break him down just standing in front of him. Get the ball, come back and get it. Now he's shooting 50%, 5 for 10, still struggling from 3, 1 for 5. But now he's got much more of a rhythm. He just can't wait this long.
And now with 8:02 remaining, every Indiana foul. We'll have a timeout now with Carlisle upset.
Ayan, time out tayo guys, no? Shout out po sa ating bagong sponsor. Maraming salamat po sa BPI Family Bank. Salamat po sa 221 pesos, no? Ayan, top donor natin guys, si Kenny Day Bangken. Ayan, maraming salamat po, mga Lodi. Ayan, sa mga nagdo-donate po, lagyan nyo ng name sa screen. Sheila Reyes, maraming salamat po. Mark Alvarez, salamat po sa 75 boss.
Ha?
Mark Alvarez, sponsor natin.
Kanina ka pa dyan, Faye. Alam mo, kanina ka pa dyan.
Ayan, sa mga gusto po maging top donor, latest donor, send lang po kayo guys.
Nakaka 30 minutes na simula nung sinabi mo sa akin yun, hindi ka pa umaalis dyan.
Ayan, thank you so much Lodi. Ayan, sa mga nagpapasponsor dyan guys ha, pwede po kayo mag-send kay admin sa Gcash number natin, idol. Ayan o. Ayan, any amount lang guys ha, 47,000 na tayo guys. Ayan, i-like and share nyo lang po, no? Sa mga nagdo-donate po, lagyan nyo ng name sa screen para mailagay po natin sa top donor or latest donor, mga boss. Ayan, thank you so much guys ha. Lagyan nyo ng name mga bossing. Palagyan po ng pangalan sa mga nagsesend ng donation, no? Maraming salamat po, idol. Lagyan nyo po ng pangalan mga boss. Ayan. Sa mga nagpapasponsor, pwede po yan mga boss, idol. PM nyo lang po ako dyan, mga lods. Ayan, saan daw po mapupunta yung donation? Alam ka na may bigay ko sa inyo, Lodi. Ayan, wala pong pangalan guys, kaya pinang-send nila BPI Family Bank, no? Ayan, 100 galing po sa Go Time Bank. Kayo na po ang top donor natin. Wala po kasing name, no? Go Time Bank, salamat po sa 100 pesos donation. Ayan, sa mga nagdo-donate po, any amount lang mga Lodi. Malaking tulong na yan sa live natin, guys. Salamat din po kay Waga Network Run 2025. Salamat sa 101 donation. Ayan, kayo na top donor natin, no? Waga Network 2025. Ayan guys, salamat po sa 100 donation. Latest donor, salamat po kay Ken Peralta. Salamat po sa 25. Ikaw na po ang latest donor natin, no? Ayan. Boss, wag po
Okay na rito.
out ang tignan natin. Wala kang magagawa, Lodi. Ayan, sa mga nagsesend po ng payment, ng donation, salamat.
Pabaso sa'yo.
Idol. Ayan. Saan daw po mapupunta? Alam nga na may pamigay ko sa inyo, mga Lodi.
Pumasok ba si Shadow?
Ayan. Sino bang may ayaw ng pera? Free live lang yan, mga boss, ha? Free live lang yan, mga idol. Ayun nga. Yan, thank you po sa donation, guys, ha? Buti nga, donation lang, hindi league pass. Kasi hindi tayo nagbebenta niyan, guys, no? Ayan, sa mga nagpapa-shoutout, send lang po kayo ng donation kay admin. 20 pesos kay John Joseph. Kay Alvin Moralta. Maraming salamat.
Position, contact to the head, challenge unsuccessful.
Let's give some shout out to Rebecca Lobo, our guy Ryan Rucco, my brother Holly Rowe will be on that call for that Liberty game. That's going to be a fun one.
You bet.
You bet.
Take one from your page. Fordham grad.
Fordham
Ryan
grad?
Rucco, please.
Look, as a Syracuse grad myself, I understand there's a little bit of rivalry there. I took a 1-week course at the Syracuse School of Broadcasting.
They don't consider you a grad.
They don't? They won't even claim me now?
No.
I know there's 2 Hall of Famers, both on the distaff side on that broadcast team.
Speaking of Fordham grads, TJ Carlissimo doing for the radio with Mark Kestacher. Haliburton fires away and knocks down the 3. Haliburton again aggressive. 14, but his team in a 19-point hole. Gilgeous-Alexander against Shepard. Holmgren gets free. Wide open, Wiggins. Once again, Wiggins' his 5th three-pointer. 17 points in 18 minutes. Miles Turner tries to answer. That won't go. Long rebound. Shepard tracks it down. Obi Toppin, corner three, short. Holmgren the rebound. Look at the extra effort there from Shepard. Dangerous pass. Finds its way to Mathurin. Goes inside. Ball knocked out of bounds. Still 10 to shoot. Rick Carlisle has done such a fabulous job with these Pacers, but they're in a big hole here in game 2. Mathurin down the lane, blocked the foul.
Let's watch the prior possession from Oklahoma City. Once he catches empty side, the floor tilts to him. Chet makes himself a target. The ball switches sides twice, and you get it to the guy who's absolutely on fire. All of that predicated on what Shai brings on the offensive end.
It's one of the wonderful aspects of the OKC team. You never know who's going to have one of those nights. Obviously, you've got their big three, but so many of the bench players contribute not only on the defensive end, but have scoring nights like Wiggins.
Mike, I learned back in 2002, the Spurs bench destroyed our Nets bench. It was Speedy Claxton. It was Malik Rose. And yes, the Golden State Warriors head coach, Steve Kerr. They were cooking us. That was the difference in that series that at one point in time tied 2-2. Wiggins is one of those players that can have a difference in the series.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good pressure from Shepard. SGA on the drive, pulls back, jump shot, got it. Shai Splendor on full display here in game 2. He's got 29.
Well, his balance against pressure is incredible.
Bryant thought about it. Obi Toppin down the lane, flips it up with the left hand. Bryant knocked out of bounds, last touch by Wiggins.
I don't know how this guy often stays on balance. He's either seeking or he's absorbing contact. He's so shifty. It's dead stop, start, little bump, and still on balance into the mid-range. That is ridiculous.
Yeah, there's not much you can do in those moments. It gets them without potentially putting yourself in a position for a foul.
Toppin catches, gets it back up Mathurin. Dort right with him. Mathurin creates some space and knocks down the jumper. Double figures for Mathurin off the bench. SGA foul. Mathurin not happy, picks up his 4th. Gilgeous-Alexander about to get another 30-point playoff game. 5 players with 15-plus points. Again, the balance, we talked about Indiana's balance.
Okay, sa mga bibili ng League Pass, nasa pin comment, 100 pesos lang mga bossing, no? Ayan, sa mga mahilig manood ng live, pwede na kayo mag-avail ng League Pass kay admin. Sa pin comment, 100 pesos lang mga boss. Magsipag PM na mga bossing sa pin comment, no?
To guard, because they got 2 or 3 players on any given night that can just come out of nowhere when you're focused on Shai and Chet and J-Dub.
Well, focused on Shai, and he still has 31. He also has 4 steals. Haliburton, corner 3, comes up short. Lou Dort tips it. Right now, the Thunder in control. 22-point lead with 5.5 to play.
Yo, what's up?
Alley-oop to Caruso. He comes down with it. Now it goes inside. Layup off the glass. Can't get it to fall. Haliburton pushes. Nice feed to Mathurin. Sidestep. Layup. Somehow he squeezed it in. What a difficult shot for Mathurin. Up top, Jalen Williams. Under 5 to play. Turnover. Toppin throws it far ahead. Haliburton able to race it down. McConnell, Toppin. Stolen by Jalen Williams. 15th turnover for Indiana. Crowd gets on its feet again. Jalen Williams. TJ McConnell will keep fighting. Pass inside. Haliburton gets in the corner, lines it up, and knocks down another three. Those 17 points now. He's got 12 of them here in the fourth quarter. Richard, if you said it, just not aggressive early, looking for a shot. Part of that has to do with the...
Yan, time out tayo guys sa NBA Pass, 100 pesos lang mga boss. Yan, click message sa pin comment mga bossing, no? 100 pesos lang mga boss. Hanggang finals na. Ayan. All finals game na po yan. Click message sa pin comment mga bossing. 100 pesos only. Ayan, i-PM nyo ako dyan sa pin comment kay admin, no guys. Para ma-message nyo po ako at mabigyan ko kayo ng account. All games na po yan hanggang finals mga idol, no? Follow nyo si admin para lagi kayong updated guys sa page natin, no? 100 pesos lang guys ha, hanggang finals na. Magsipag PM na kay admin. Top donor natin, Waga Network. Salamat sa 100 pesos donation. Ayan, avail na guys sa pin comment, boss. Pa-avail daw ng 7, Mr. Achilles. Ayan, PM lang, bossing. Para walang putol ang inyong panonood, guys. Pwede na kayo mag-avail. I-send nyo lang ang 100 pesos dyan sa pin comment.
Pasok ko muna ron.
Ayan, 100 lang, guys.
Pasok ko muna sa loob, Crystal.
Ayan, magsipag PM na, guys. Auto-reply ako dyan, mga bossing, para tuloy-tuloy po tayo. No? Para tuloy-tuloy tayo, mga boss. Ayan, pwede po yan kahit saang device mga bossing dahil finals na yan mga boss. Kahit anong device yan mga boss. Pwede kayo mag-send kay admin na 100 para makapag-avail, no? All final game na po yan mga bossing. PM lang mga boss. Ayan, send na kayo ng 100 pesos para sa inyong account. Ayan, pagka-send ko bossing, send agad ng 100 pesos para mabigay ko na yung account nyo idol, no? Ayan, rekta na sa pin comment mga boss. Para sa inyong slot. Ayan, 5 slot available lang tayo mga boss, no? Maraming salamat po mga boss. Ayan, magsipag-send ng 100 pesos guys. Ayan, para ma-send ko yung account nyo mga lodi. Ayan, all final game na po yan mga boss. Kayo na po ang pipili. Ayan ang inyong slot. Ayan, sa pin comment mga bossing, isend nyo agad yung 100 idol. Boss Anthony, maraming salamat po sa pagbili ng League Pass ha. Boss Anthony J, salamat po kay Maurice. Eric Manyo, salamat po sa pagbili bossing ng 100. Grabe, napakarami guys. Ayan. Sa mga nag-a-avail po guys, ayan, 5 slot available lang po. Limited mga idol, no? Ayan, PM nyo na ako dyan mga boss para tuloy-tuloy mga lodi ang inyong panonood idol. Ayan, magsipag-PM na guys kay admin, no? Yun, salamat mga boss, idol. Solid guys. Let's go.
And then obviously Shai, the MVP, doing MVP things out here and setting the tone for this young OKC team.
Well, they know what a big three's like here in OKC. Back in 2012, Westbrook, Durant, and Harden. All three of those guys are in the top 20 scoring all time in NBA history. And they've got quite the big three right now. A 17-point lead. Johnny Furphy, the rookie, coming on for Indiana. Gilgeous-Alexander gets inside, draws a foul, banks it home. Another 33-point gem for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Matherin has had a tough time with him all night long. Shai gets the step, that explosive burst initially. And again, to me, that too is about balance. I mean, we saw him make a shot earlier this year from his knees. How does he, off balance, somehow get the shoulders squared to where it needs to be? We talk all the time about Steph Curry, like the conditioning, the body control, the strength. There's some of that balance that he's got that Shai's got.
KJ McConnell goes reverse and gets that to go. As there's just over 3.5 remaining.
Rick Carlisle imploring his team to get up. It doesn't matter, 3:30, 20-point game. He wants that pressure to be constant.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks it out. Caruso lines up a three. It's good. A 20-point game for Caruso off the bench. McConnell with a left hand attacking.
If they're going to come with 2 defenders, it can't be so easy for Shai to split. And this happened in game 1, and it's happened in game 2.
As we see in every playoff series, the team that loses the previous game comes with the more depth. Well, Jalen Williams and Chet Holmgren had quiet games for them in game 1, and both right from the start, much more aggressive, attacking. Terrific game, both ends of the floor.
And it looks like the benches are about to start being cleared. Time of death, 9:30 Central Standard Time. It looks like OKC is going to even this up and head to Indianapolis tied.
Well, coming up after the game concludes, flip over to ESPN for Sports Center. There he is, Scott Van Pelt is here in the building. He'll be live in Oklahoma City with full post-game coverage and analysis.
I don't wear glasses for that reason. People will get us mistaken way too often.
Hey, you got to be uber conservative with your time of death with the Indiana Pacers.
And here's going to come the ovation as Williams and Holmgren will come off the floor. Gilgeous-Alexander as well. The job well done from the big three to even up these finals.
Di pa tapos yun, oh.
I will say this, I am very conservative, but when Mark Dagnall says that it's over, I believe him. I trust that man. He subs all of his guys out because he has belief in the crew that's on that floor to finish it out the right way.
17 lang yan, 2 minutes
So
po.
if you're Indiana, to come in here and get a split, it may be the most difficult place to play in the NBA on the road. Go home to that crowd, that raucous crowd in Indianapolis. Wiggins is fouled. Veteran James Johnson has come into the game. And Haliburton, evening done. There's James Johnson. In his 16th year, his 3rd year with Indiana, 10 NBA teams. He doesn't play a lot, but he's got a strong presence with this team.
That's not the only thing he's strong with, Mike. He's one of the tougher guys in this league. He's what you call an old school enforcer, one of those guys that makes sure that the game stays about basketball.
You don't need the anonymous poll to know that the players don't want any part of fighting him.
They want none of that.
He's voted number 1 in player poll. Toughest guy in the
Yung?
world. The player at least likes to fight. And Caruso gets a huge ovation. He has been spectacular here in these playoffs. Luke Dort as well. The true defensive demons. Caruso tonight throwing in 20 points. And Dort, the job he did on Tyrese Haliburton was sensational. Then Shepard lines it up. That won't go. A.J. Mitchell, who is going to be quite the player. A rookie. Mark Dagnall very high on him. Hard to get minutes with all these players on OKC. As Jalen Williams lost it out of bounds. And And here in attendance, NBA Commissioner Adam Silver. We'll see in Indianapolis.
Good company, hanging out with Casey Wasserman over there. Just, you know, look, I bet you Adam Silver's got some pretty cool friends, I bet you.
It's like to see his Rolodex, huh?
Yeah.
Murphy up top to Matherin. Matherin shot won't go with Williams. I thought if you're Johnny
Kaya
Murphy,
tumatawag nga
you're
ako.
20 years old,
Mamaya.
and I know it's mop-up duty time. They're a good young player. Get the chance to be out on an NBA Finals court.
Richard, how many of these players do you think know what a Rolodex is?
Zebra. They know what a Rolex is because OKC Thunder all got Rolexes from Shai. They don't know what a Rolodex is.
Boy, you guys love to point out my age. All right, contact list. Is that better?
Yeah, that's better. That's much better.
I'm trying.
Mike, I've been so proud of you, man. It's been really impressive to watch your growth.
Mitchell here in the front as we approach a minute remaining. As we've seen from the first two games, this has a chance to be some series as Johnson fouls Mitchell. So much made before the series about these small market teams, but if you love basketball, great team basketball at both ends of the floor, these two teams are so much fun to watch.
And look, I think we are in a new era of basketball. There will always be super teams. And again, this OKC team, if their young players continue to develop, this is going to look like a super team here coming up. If Chet gets better next year, if J-Dub gets better next year, this team is going to look like a Miami team from years ago, like a San Antonio Spurs team from years ago. Golden State, this team has a chance to go on a very long run, and it's just starting now.
The series is going to be 1-1 as we head to Indianapolis. The beauty of any kind of playoff series is each game takes on.
May tao ba sa baba, Be?
And now it'll be interesting to see how Indiana bounces back. OKC blowing a big fourth quarter lead in game one, but as usual, their response has been excellent. Jalen Williams, a fan favorite, knocks down a three. You can hear from the crowd. An emphatic win here for the Thunder. Nice move from James Johnson. And the shot clock is turned off. The standing ovation here in Oklahoma City. They only lost 2 in a row twice in the regular season. They have yet to lose back-to-back games in this playoff run. The NBA Finals are tied at 1 game apiece.
Panalo OKC. SGA is the key.
34 points, 8 assists for Gilgeous-Alexander. Rick Carlisle and the Pacers now will head home and get the joke from their home crowd. But they got victory in game one as they return to Indianapolis. Let's go to George Sedano.
Thank you, Mike. Shai, you guys have only lost back-to-back games twice.
Yan mga idol. Ayan mga idol, no? Shoutout ko lang ulit yung ating sponsor mga idol. Ayan, si Idol Amats TV. Ayan mga idol, no? 3 na lang po yung hinahanap nila mga idol. Na
Panoorin ko nga itong post-game
the
interview.
beginning of the rebuild to now, you and Sam always seem to be sort of on the same page with what the plan was. Can you just explain maybe how that level of understanding between you guys got your team here?
Honest and upfront with me from day one. I think that helped our relationship right away. You don't get that very often, especially that early. He seemed like a guy I can trust, and he's been that, and I just try to be the same back to him. Nothing more than just 2 guys with good character, trusting each other, and have one common goal in mind.
Over here, standing on the left. Jared McCain, I'm the NBA player correspondent. I'm big into the mental side of basketball, sports, and life. And
visualization, meditation, and stuff I do every day. And I just want to know, like, what do you do on the mental side of it to stay prepared, stay focused in these high-pressure situations?
Good question. I completely plug out. Like, I turn my TV off so there's no like basketball highlights going. I don't watch basketball. I just spend time with my family, my friends, and I try to like remove myself completely from basketball because it just consumes so much of my life and my day. And then like when it's time to plug back into it, I'm eager to get back into it. Like I missed it. So yeah, I just try to find like a balance of plugging it in and out of it.
Over in the right, second row.
Shai, Tim Reynolds with the AP. You guys have obviously handled your business very professionally this year, but you also have a lot of
Sumasagot sa
the way you
baba.
guys play, the way you guys play for one another. Do you think it's going to be difficult to keep that sense of fun, even though you're now playing for the title? It's the finals, it's the big stage. How will you guys stay true to who you are in this huge environment?
Yeah, I don't think we have a choice. Staying true to who we are is the reason why we're here, and we'd be doing ourselves a disservice if we change or try to be something we're not once we got here. We've had success doing so, and if we want to keep having success, we have to be who we are. And it's organic, so it's nothing like we have to think about or force. It just is who we are, no matter the moment.
Michael up front.
Shai, Michael Grange from Rogers Sportsnet. Congratulations on the MVP.
Thank you.
There's 4 of you guys here this week. Yourself, Lou, Andrew, Ben, and maybe just briefly what it kind of says about Canadian basketball, what it's going to be like battling against friends, teammates, and just when you look at your season and Steve Nash's legacy, where do you think what you've done builds up?
Sorry, first question
was just what it's like going to be battling against
yes.
and with friends at a stage like this.
Yeah, it'll be fun. Like you said, like playing with those guys. Like I played against Andrew when I was 9 years old. Like it's been an amazing journey to see him having success. My own success, obviously Lou's success, Ben's success, like special. It's hard to even wrap your head around just kids that, like there's so many kids that played in the same games that we played. For us to make it to this stage is a testament to our hard work, our character, the people around us that helped us get here. It's been a blessing. It's been super fun. And then what did you say about Steve?
Well, I know he's been a real supporter of yours. We're not going to get into a growth debate, but what would it mean to take it to the next level, to win a title, and on top of that, MVP season?
Yeah, it would be amazing. Steve, obviously, is a pioneer for Canadian basketball. He started the whole thing, I guess you could say, from the way he plays to the way he carries himself to his approach to the game. Like, I learned so much from Steve, being a 17-year-old kid in 2 weeks of time. That helped me get here for sure. So the things he's done with Canada basketball in a whole, just push the culture forward, has been amazing. And then to win a title on top of everything that's happened this year would be special. I've said this so many times, but I don't play for the individual stuff. I don't play for anything else besides winning, and I never have my whole life. When I was 9 years old, I played to win an OBA championship. When I was 20 years old, I played to win an SEC championship, and now I'm 26 and want to win an NBA championship. Like, it's always about winning.
And your left over here, Joel.
Joel Lorenzi with Oklahoma. Shai, you told us after Game 7 of the Denver series that you had been nervous in the day or two leading up to it. What are you sort of feeling as the series approaches, and how difficult is it to, as you say, sort of plug in and plug out this week?
Yeah, it's been
Salamat,
a little bit different in that situation. Situation I've never been in before, obviously, but it's been fun. As these playoffs go on, you get better in controlling the situation.
Bay, ano oras tayo, Les?
You understand what's coming. But it's been fun. Like the opportunities here, it's been a long week to wait. Feels like the days have gone slow.
Huh?
But yeah, I just like figured out how to like
Crystal.
navigate through all the emotions and the nerves and the
Ito.
waiting process.
Papaano na naman siya?
To my loved ones. Try to not think about it so much, stress about it so much, and just enjoy life and stay in the moment.
Fourth row on the right, Vinny.
Shai, Vince Dugo, Yahoo Sports. You guys have had a historic season so far, 68 wins, the double-digit wins.
Crystal.
Have you had a moment to reflect
Crystal.
on being on the doorstep of history in this time since the conference finals have been? There's a lot of
Crystal, pasok ka muna rito. Dito.
Do you have a chance to
Ano yan?
appreciate getting here and appreciate how dominant this team has been this
Feeling ka di niya kakainin to. Crystal, oh.
Not really. I've been so focused on like just game one. Trying to be the best version of myself for this group and try to make sure that
So,
I'm
mag-gym?
on all cylinders on the
Mag-gym
biggest
ako,
stage of
be?
my careers. Has been the front of my mind. And
Pagkatapos
I'm
ko
really
rito.
worried about
Kaya panood ko lang tong
when I do
post-game
worry
ano.
about basketball. So yeah, to answer your question, I haven't really taken the time to look back, see all the things we've done, but I will once all over for sure.
Ay, hindi mag-basketball na lang pala ako.
Dan Devon, Yahoo Sports.
Huh?
You guys have faced some
The
fantastic
BF.
offenses in your road through the Western Conference. Now you deal
Shooting lang ako.
What makes them different?
Sa maaga sa mo?
Challenges that they pose
Tara,
that are maybe
dali.
a little bit
Bisa mo,
different
mag-base
from
ka na.
what you've seen so far?
Oh, maaga pa.
Every team has their strengths and their weaknesses. They're a very fast team.
Mamaya.
I think, like above all, they
Mamaya pa?
they understand how they're playing. And they're
Hindi,
very,
kaalis nga tayo
stubborn in their
mamaya
approach.
eh.
And they kind of like grind you with the way they play, and they
Alis nga tayo
like,
mamaya, di ba?
wear you down.
Sama ka?
And you don't get here without being a really
Lang
good
naman
team
ako.
on both ends, and they're that. We know that coming into the game. But yeah, they're very they know their identity and they stick to it no matter what.
Thank you. Thank you.
Gilgeous-Alexander. In-stream muna natin pala.